What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have a very exciting plane spotting video for you guys. Today we're going to be plane spotting at Miami International Airport on January 11th, 2023. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Today we have a very exciting spotting session here at the Miami International Airport. This is an absolutely outstanding airport to plane spot at, and I highly recommend it if you've never got to do it before. So many cool carriers and so many cool aircraft. All the international flights and the Caribbean flights really make this airport one of a kind, and I'm really excited to check out what we have today from January 11th, 2023. So I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Throughout the video, we'll go through the various elements of Miami plane spotting, how awesome it is. This video will predominantly focus on the El Dorado furniture parking lot location, which in my opinion is one of the best locations for plane spotting in the United States. But we'll talk about the ins and outs of Miami and how it works and everything in between. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Starting off here with the classic, there's so many good planes coming up, so just a forewarning, of course. But we'll start off with the normal American Airlines 737-800. So kind of a little runway distribution. The majority of the really good traffic goes on runway 9, which is what we're looking at right here. Mainly U.S. domestic flights on the 8s and 26. And then on runway 12, it's a mix of everything. It's used a little bit, not a ton, but certainly a pretty good use of traffic there. So let's go ahead and start getting into the really cool aircraft. So here's a Sky Air Boeing 767-300 freighter. Certainly was not expecting to see this, but this will be a common theme at the Miami International Airport, is seeing aircraft that you don't expect, and it's really, really exciting. Here's one that's a little bit more normal here once my computer loads it. This is going to be a really sweet one, as this is the Airlines Argentina's Airbus A330-200 arriving in for our first international catch of the day. Just the lighting at El Dorado is so amazing in the winter time. That's certainly the time to go. November, December, January, February, March time frame, and it's just an absolutely incredible spot, as you can see. And the really cool part about this is you don't need too much focal length for this location, so even a pretty standard DSLR camera should be able to handle it for any aviation photographer. But just an incredible spot, and some other really cool facets of the spot include the tower shots that you can get. You can also get touchdown shots. We'll see some of those later on, and also the cargo ramp over that you get to see in prime time as well, which is super cool. So just a beautiful view right here, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I was so excited on that first one that I kept taking pictures through the fence, but what can you say when you're having a great time plane spotting? And then you're going to see quite a few American 175s. On this runway, you also get a variety of U.S. West Coast traffic as well, so we'll see that here in a little bit. But let's head back over to our internationals. It's just rapid fire at Miami, so just get ready for it. Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner coming into the picture. What a beautiful aircraft. Love the red on that livery, and they do a really good job. They normally fly 2 daily flights during the winter, so really awesome to see that. And man, it never ends. Just get ready for it, guys. It won't end. This is the Avianca Airbus A320 heading over to South America now with their Surf City special color scheme. What a beautiful livery this is. Really awesome catch. And this is prime time at Miami. You're going to get so many cool catches, whether they're expected or not. Bunch of special liveries. It's absolutely awesome. And yes, I know that my camera focused on the tower in this shot, but the concept of tower shots is so great at the Miami International Airport. So really awesome to see that, and it's absolutely fantastic. There's the Sky Air Boeing 767 lining up. You also get to see the few takeoffs that they have in 9. 9's not a huge takeoff runway, but you do get to see some of them. This Sky Air included, mainly cargo ones. Speaking of cargo, here's the land cargo Boeing 767-300 freighter, and it's just so awesome. It just doesn't end. A BOA Boeing 767-300ER, one of the few places in the United States you can see these. Really, really cool aircraft. One of the few without winglets at this point. Charlie Papa 2881. Really sweet aircraft. Love the livery. Nice and basic, and really cool that they're flying a 76 MIA. I don't even know where they park at the airport. It's kind of funny. In that shot, you can see what runway 12 landings look like. We'll take a more in-depth look at that here momentarily. But here's the land 767-300 freighter heading out. And then we have the TAM Cargo 767 going lifted as well. So all day spotting in Miami, you can get all of these, which is awesome. Takeoff, landings, and both. So really sweet to see that right there. The Avianca Airbus A320 with sharklets and CFMs currently on short final right here. Just the lighting, I know I already mentioned it, but I mean, how could you not admire how great the lighting is at El Dorado? It is truly one of a kind. Really cool with the various backdrops that you can get as well. It's just absolutely fantastic. So, and of course the tower shots, as I was referring to. Here's a TAM Cargo 767-300 freighter, and I think we have a really cool one coming in on 12. Yes, that's going to be the TAP Air Portugal Airbus A330-900neo with the 100 sticker on it. So with regards to runway 12 international arrivals, they don't do many a day. I would say maybe 3, 4, 5 of them will go on 12, but the majority of the really good traffic international wise will go on runway 9, which is the one that we're spotting off of. This this was also with the 18-300, so who knows, maybe the 150-600 has a better shot at that. But you can move around in Miami if you have a rental car, of course, or Uber, or whatever the case may be. So, but 9's definitely the hangout spot, I would argue. Spirit Airbus A319 on runway 12, and then American Airlines Airbus A321neo, likely coming in from somewhere out west, would be my guess. Beautiful lighting, man. I mean, just it's perfection in the winter. I can't recommend it enough, and you get so many cool various shooting opportunities for photography. Here's the Spirit Airbus A321 on short final right here with the scratches. Again, really cool that you can get these various angles. A little hard landing there. Out in the foreground, it's really cool because you can see the downwinds of runway 9 arrivals from the east, and that's exactly what we have here. We'll talk about that more here in just a moment. But let's get this American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. It's 306 Romeo Charlie. This was the first ever MAX I saw for Americans, so really special one to me. So also at Miami, home of American Airlines MAXes. That will be a common theme throughout today, so get ready. Some of the internationals do take off on different runways, of course, as we talked about. The majority actually for takeoffs, not landings, but takeoffs. This Star Alliance Avianca, great example. Really, really nice to see out in the foreground, though. Should have my big lens out to change in and out. But man, the Queen of the Skies coming in hot as we have this Lufthansa Airlines Boeing 747-8 lowercase I. I don't think there's much elaboration to be had on how beautiful this is. It's really awesome what El Dorado provides. I'll just pause it there for just a second to really admire what we're looking at right here in the Lufthansa Boeing 747-8. It's just a beautiful aircraft. So many really cool attributes to it. It's just absolutely fantastic, as you can see right here. So again, really, really sick airplane, and really glad to see it here in this connotation. It's so pretty. Really, really nice. The special liveries go hard on the internationals, so you get at least a few of those a day at Miami. So this is the example for January 11th, 2023, and couldn't have asked for a better one at that, and we're just getting started, so keep getting ready. Again, you're going to see a bunch of American Maxes. They're commonplace at Miami, which if you don't see them all the time is really nice. So this is the 303 Romeo Echo example, but really cool at Miami how you get a little bit of everything. It's not like all American 737. It's not making fun of DFW, but just a reference. So it's just absolutely fantastic. I just don't even know what to say with regards to the diversity here at Miami International Airport. This is a Conquest Air Convair 131. I mean, it's just these little details that you don't expect. This isn't a little detail, but you know, planes that you don't expect. It's just so crazy at Miami, and this Convair is a great example of that. I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen a Convair flying in real life. So the fact that we got to see this at Miami during all this, really, really cool. Great aircraft. November 345 Gulf Sierra. Again, it's just so weird to see this flying in 2023. So at Miami, you're going to get these really cool aircraft. There was also a DC-3 flying as well, which was so cool earlier in the day, and we'll see that momentarily. But again, really awesome to see that. Really, really cool. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's like I want to spend more time on these aircraft, but there's so many good ones that I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time. So it's like, how do you even balance it out here? But it's just absolutely awesome. And Conquest, really cool bringing that in there on their 131. That's absolutely fantastic. So really cool to see that right there. It's absolutely awesome. So really cool. And then Copa coming in with their Boeing 737-800. Really awesome. They have a really good presence at Miami, so you'll certainly see several of these. But yeah, all your Caribbean traffic, all your South America, Central America traffic, and quite a few of your U.S. arrivals will come on runway number 9. So this is certainly a really good place to hang out and just relax. And as you can see, you can get some absolutely fantastic shots. Speaking of which, how about this shot? You can see that wide body in the bottom. We'll take a look at that next whenever it comes in the sequence. But here is a iAero Boeing 737-400 or 300, it's one of the two. But this is the really cool hybrid livery that they had between Swift and just really cool. 545 Charlie Charlie. This one's really challenging to find. So really great to get to see this aircraft. This is probably the hardest one in the fleet to catch. So Miami just provides it all between World Atlantic, Red Air, Swift. I mean, you name it. And I'm sure we'll see even more of them today. So get ready for that. Miami providing in all faucets. So it's just really cool to see. And we're going to get even more examples coming up here momentarily. So looking very forward to it once my computer loads. And there's yet another American 737 MAX. Again, you're going to get to see several of these in today's video. 314 Romeo Hotel. And it's always great to get to see this. This one was the logo on the winglet as well, which is super cool. I think I got a good tower shot here. Let's see if I can pull it up. If my computer will load. Not that one, but this one right here. Well, that one's a little out of focus, to be quite honest. So that one's okay. I can just crop out the pull, but take a look how cool that looks with the logo. That's absolutely fantastic. So a really awesome catch right there. Was super glad to get to catch that. And yeah, it's the only one to my knowledge. That's absolutely awesome. How would it not be a plane spotting video without a British Airways E380 somewhere in it? And this is exactly what we have here. Miami's just an awesome place to spot. I can't recommend it enough. You can just see what kind of talent show it is. Airlines International to Miami, even though it would be raining during the summer, but still though, so many great aircraft to catch. No exception here. You can also see the aircraft on the downwind in the background in several of these shots, which is super cool. Great to see the British Airways A380 again. It's an awesome aircraft. I'm getting back to see it at Chicago for Airlines International 2022. And then obviously seeing it at Miami really started the chord for how many I got to see over this last year so far. So again, it's an absolutely awesome aircraft, never gets old. Speaking of that DC-3, it's just crazy to see this. Now, this was the only like really cool catch that went on the other side, but it's okay, it happens. So if you're really doing your math and have a rental car, you won't be missing out. But again, I was so far off and just at least wanted to capture. And this shot's honestly kind of good, but it would take some extravagant work to make it, you know, professional, but still very cool to get to see that. And I mean, it's just like, what the heck, at Miami, you know, none of this is scheduled, so it's like, what are we doing? It has the yellow, red, and gray on it as well. Super cool. Not the only Amiri jet we're going to be seeing today. This is the Boeing 767-300 freighter. Really great to get to see this one. Their 757s are really common, so great to get to see their 767 there. Speaking of 757s, how about Delta coming in, probably from the likes of Los Angeles or something like that, maybe JFK, I'm not sure, but this is a normal example with 6715 Charlie with their normal configuration, the 2 emergency exits over the wing. You get to see it all at Miami, though. The balance is just absolutely incredible. And again, this is all the aircraft on runway number 9 by itself, so it's just absolutely crazy. Another land cargo going to take off on that 767, so really great to see that. And you can see some fellow plane spotters. I'm not sure if they're in the video because it crops it out. I might be able to zoom in here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, hopefully you can at least see a portion of it. But yeah, really great to get to meet those guys. They were really nice. So let me zoom this back in so we can get back to the frame, but just so cool to get to see all the various aircraft and meet everybody there. It's so fun. Finally, a normal America 737 again. Took a while, but again, lighting's so cool. And during the day, it has its various phases. So you can see during the winter, it's still nicely lit the whole time. It just has a different angle too, which is really nice. But prime time's really 11 to 3 is when it's really, really great in the winter. Avianca Cargo Airbus A330 freighters. First time seeing, or rather I should say, first time in a while seeing one of these. Did get to see the CGM in Chicago, I think that's the airline, but really great to see Aviancas. They now have the green one too, so certainly after that, but never gonna get bored at Miami. Definitely will be back. So great to get the red one knocked out on this day though. 322 Quebec Tango, just awesome. Big flare for it too. Look at that flare. I love that from the 330. Can't get tired of that. That's absolutely fantastic. Here's the 737 MAX 304 Romeo Bravo with a wardrobe malfunction on the winglet, which is really cool. Not sure if it's in the frame, but there's a really cool private jet in the bottom of this frame, so that's absolutely fantastic. But what a great looking plane, and certainly very glad to get to see it. Another really cool component in Miami, and I even got the model. It was so cool. This is the Gull Airlines Boeing 737 MAX. Awesome to see these. Really beautiful plane. You can see right here. I got to get more of these shots posted on Instagram. They are so good. I was trying to go in chronological order for a long time, but after 2023, that kind of went in the gutter. But how beautiful is this aircraft, man? So many good ones. Just stunning. Really, really awesome aircraft, and we'll get to see more of those, so stay on the lookout for that. The variety is just unbelievable. It's just looking back on this, I'm like, yes, I know I did this, but it's like, seriously that I did this? This is the DHL 767-300 freighter. Awesome time of day, man. Just beautiful, great weather, great lighting, the whole nine. Got to get back to Miami. The plane spotting goes to work. They also have a great parking garage that's really good for the runway 25s. So that's certainly a great spot to utilize as well. But how could you with how good El Dorado is? So I believe this is the end of the sequence, unless my computer is just completely glitching out. Yes. Okay, so this is the end of the sequence. We will pick up on the next one. And man, it's just this spotting at Miami is absolutely unbelievable. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the perimeter run here at the Miami International Airport. So I can't recommend enough as an aviation enthusiast to get a rental car here at Miami and go around the perimeter of the airport. There's so many places where you can park your car and go up to the aircraft really quick. I wouldn't recommend hanging around the area. I would just recommend going up to the fence really quick and getting a really good picture so you can reflect like we are right now. But man, there are so many cool aircraft, mainly due to maintenance, but also charter reasons. And you're going to see several of those here right now. So starting off right here, there was an absolute army here on the north side of the MIA airport of 3 World Atlantic McDonnell doubles MD-80s, as you can see right here. So here's 2 of them in this picture. As you can see, they look absolutely fantastic, and it's just so cool to get right up next to them. If I scroll here to the next picture, you can really get a good view here at 806 Whiskey Alpha. What a great looking aircraft here in some phenomenal light. It was so cool to get to see this. You can also see 808 over there in the background. I believe 805 was also over there too, which was absolutely fantastic. The chrome one was not here on this day, which is a-okay, but it was so cool to see it with the landing gear the door pieces down along with the flaps too. Really cool to see this, and it's just cool, so cool to see them right up next to each other. So really great to see this. Oh man, it's just what a vibe this was, getting to find these. And there's a little slot where you can get in there and there's no fences. It's so great. So absolutely awesome. I can't recommend it enough. Here's a really nice assortment of aircraft over here. We got the whole iAero operation, I think, does take place here at Miami. So here's the 737-800. That might be a freighter, I'm not completely sure. You got one of the 737-400s back there, and then a really nice tail there, the red, and then you got a DHL back there too, which I think we might get better pictures of. Let's take a look. Not yet, at least. There's 805 finally. It was behind the other one, as you can see here. So this was a France private BBJ A319 or 20, I believe is what this was. I apologize that I wasn't able to get a better shot, as the fence was a restriction as to how far I'd get the camera in there, but I still thought it was really cool. Just absolutely awesome to see the detail here and how good the iPhone did with the thrust reversers, and really cool to see the air stairs there too. It's really nice and blank, nothing too crazy to it, but it just looks absolutely fantastic, and certainly a really cool aircraft to reflect on. There's 805 right there. That's what I thought. So, and then we have the Miami International Air Boeing 737-800 right here. Really cool to get the walk right up next to this aircraft as well. Miami Air, of course, as you expect here at Miami. So really cool to see this. I'm not sure how big their operation is at this point in time, but it is really nice to get to see that they still have aircraft, of course, and are doing what they do best. So that's absolutely fantastic, and it looks really good right here, as you can see. So got a couple of pictures. The fence is a real limitation, but I was trying to maneuver the camera around as much as possible to get some really good shots there. So we did what we could in the circumstance, so certainly not complaining right there. So really nice to get this angle as well of the iAeros. And then here's the Miami tail, which I thought was really cool. Miami International Air, really nice to see that. I think the plane looks really cool. It's kind of like a United ripoff, but it's kind of not, because it has some significant differences. So that's a really cool component of that right there too. The Dreamlifter's back there. We'll get a better shot of that at the other side. So I believe it's a 747 right there, and there's also Ethiopian aircraft right there. I don't think we get better shots of that, so really cool to see that. And then a couple over here that we'll go check out here on the other side, but so cool with the slots. It's absolutely fantastic. Here's the Dreamlifter. This was so cool to see. As we were landing, I saw it over there. I was like, hopefully we can get a better view later. And even though this isn't perfect, it's a-okay. But there was so much debris in the way of the aircraft anyways, I thought I might as well should just go ahead and get it from here. So that was the logic. You can see the signs and everything. So I didn't want to make too much of a fuss, but definitely wanted to capture, and that's exactly what we did. And here Southwest also has some maintenance here. So you can see 737-700 and 737 MAX 8. There was also Canyon Blue in the other shot. So really great to get to capture these as well. They also have a really big FBO over there. So this is on the right side of where you saw those Eastern aircraft, rather the west side. So really great to see this. I believe this might be like a signature FBO or something like that. So really cool Learjet. There's a Flexjet Phenom, it looks like. So they have a really nice variety of aircraft there, and they look really cool. So you can see it right there. It looks fantastic. IBC Shorts 340. This will come up later in the video, flying. So really cool to get to see it right here on the perimeter run. Also the Eastern tail, and then the Southwest Canyon Blue and the Ethiopian in the back. I thought that was really cool. A nice wide view. There's a private 135 or 145. The Khalida 737-300, not a 400, 300 was super cool to see here. Was not expecting that, and I believe we get some better shots. Here is the private 145. That was absolutely fantastic. Was really glad to catch that. 651 Bravo Charlie here for the Shorts 360, and then we get a little bit better view of the Easterns right here, as you can see. So you can see the Khalida right here, really cool. I'm not sure what they're doing with the back, but you can see the pieces open, which is really interesting, and a belt loader's up to it. So certainly wouldn't have expected that, but the GPU is really cool. I also really like the cones right there, the chocks. You also got the taxiway, the Eastern tail in the back, another aircraft blasting off in the far ground. There are a couple of the American gates and the skyline. It's honestly a really cool picture with so many various movements, but really getting to see the 300. I was not expecting that, so that was really cool. It used to be a passenger. You can see the windows cut up, so that's just absolutely fantastic. There's a shot of the Eastern 762. Really cool that they have an awesome operation. This is also the AAR maintenance hangar area, so they must be contracting for a bunch of companies like Southwest. So really great to see that. So there's the Eastern there too. And ultimately just a really great assortment of aircraft that looks super nice. I don't want to make this segment of the video too long because we have so much spotting going on, but definitely could not recognize what we did here. They're really cool. So absolutely fantastic. Do a perimeter run when you're at Miami. You will not regret it. They look absolutely fantastic, and I can't recommend it enough. So with all that being said, let's get back into the plane spotting, everybody. Alrighty, everybody. Just, man, what can you even say about this? Just prime time, a beautiful Please get to Miami. Do yourself a favor. Airliners International back to Miami, please. Even though it's during the summer and the lighting isn't quite as good, just absolutely unbelievable. Miami needs a one-day show in the winter. That's what I'm thinking. But man, absolutely beautiful. Great, 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 great spotting here. I know I've said that like 20 times, but I mean, what more can I say? Chrome 737, primetime lighting, throwing it back there, man. Absolutely awesome. Special liveries. There was a bunch of specials at Miami when we were there, man. There always is. Stunning. I can't even elaborate. It's so good. And then you get the tower shots, of course. Like, how can you go wrong? Miami's great. And then there's downtown as well, because yes, how can you pass up downtown shots? And then you do get your normal pieces in there too, which are really nice, like this American Airlines Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner in short final right here, 806 Alpha Alpha. Just great with the variety, man. The popularity variety is just amazing. It's so good. And there's the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 ER here. Hello, Chester. Of course, Alaska is going to be flying to Miami with their Seattle and Portland services. Just the variety is so good, man. I can't get over it. It's absolutely outstanding. So really nice. And then you do get the normals too. Like I said, here's an American 319 with CFMs. It's loaded. Gulfstreams on the other side too. There's so many biz jets there, which are awesome as well. Here's the 737-800 for American. Finally, another one. Don't forget Fort Lauderdale is really good too, and we'll have a video on Fort Lauderdale coming up soon. Just the miscellaneous pieces, man. Red Air McDonnell Douglas MD-80. How crazy is this? Hotel India 1066. So cool to get to see an MD-80 flying again. It's been forever, especially passenger. Would love to do the flight sometime. Coming in from Santo Domingo. Great flight, man. So cool to get to see that. That was absolutely awesome. What a beautiful aircraft. I just got to scroll back to admire it. Beautiful plane right there, man. So cool to see it. They have multiple daily flights as well. Just the diversity is unbelievable. Really beautiful plane. Love the navy and red. I need to focus more on the planes. I'm focusing too much on the broad concept, but how can you not with how many cool planes are coming in? I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Back to reality for just a moment there with the American 737. You're going to see several American Airlines planes, so can't get tired of those. And how about Atlas Air Boeing 747-400, November 415 Mike Charlie. Beautiful looking 747. Great to complement that Dash 8i we saw earlier. From the Navy to the gear, just a beautiful looking airplane, man. Hard to not admire that. I got to go back again. I mean, just beautiful plane. Absolutely stunning. There we go. Look at that. A talent show and a half would be an understatement. Absolutely awesome. Atlas is the bomb. Really great to get to see that right there. Effort on all levels. Really, really cool aircraft. How can you not appreciate that? Another one that went on the rolling 12 is Qatar Boeing 777 with the FIFA sticker, but that's certainly one I would pick, considering that you can get those at many other airports compared to other aircraft we'll see shortly. That was at the 18-300 lens, I believe, too. Now, what you're not going to see at other airports is LATAM Cargo Boeing 767-300 freighters. I mean, just absolutely awesome. South America absolutely representing here at the Miami International Airport, and can't get tired of aircraft like this. 542 Lima Alpha, so registered to the U.S. Really cool to see that. And with the DHL double there, just stunning. DHL is taxiing back in, by the way, I believe, at least. Maybe this is a different one. I'm not sure. Take a look at the registration too. Hotel Pop at 331 Delta Alpha Echo, or 0 Delta Alpha Echo, or 0 Alpha Echo, excuse me. Really, really great aircraft. Here's 335 Sierra November, another American Max 8. I love the diversity. And then 12 does get its fair share of arrivals, mainly domestic narrow bodies, but it also does get some mainline. There's a Neo on it right there. Here's the DHL Boeing 767-300 freighter. But yeah, 9 gets the majority of the great traffic. Speaking of great traffic, here's an American Airlines Boeing 777-200. Trying to take its best shot at Dallas right here on 773 Alpha November. But no, it's Miami. So looking really nice right there. Beautiful aircraft. Tower shots go to work, man. And you can also get really good touchdown shots to the ladder or the ledge piece that they have. So I was just on the ground because I didn't know what to think, to be honest. I was just trying to catch all the planes. Here's the LATAM Boeing 777-300ER. Again, the South American presence here is outstanding. No exception for LATAM. Beautiful offering right here. Papa Juliet, Mike, Uniform Bravo. Again, you get so many LATAMs at Miami. It's awesome. 767s, 777s, and 787, and plus all the cargo too. So good. There's a little touchdown shot for you. Beautiful. Lighting is so good. Avianca Airbus A320 Neo this time, 776 Alpha Victor. So really cool to finally see a 320 Neo. They're really great looking aircraft. Really nice private jet, right? Hopefully you can see that on the screen. Really nice private jet right there on the bottom. That was awesome. Great tower shot. Just top notch, elite. Also, it's cropped down, guys, so if you can't see the full tower, that's why. Really beautiful. There's an American 333 over there on runway 12. That's okay, because I'm sure we'll have a really good heavy coming up. Or not even going to be a heavy first. This is going to be the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 with skimmies in the Canyon Blue livery. Skimmies is my nickname for scimitar winglets, by the way. Really awesome to see this. This is one of my last times getting a really great picture of a Canyon Blue with skimmies. So this was a really sweet catch. Awesome to see this. I don't know where 4-1 Bravo went. I think it probably went into the Heart livery, but really sweet catch right there. Really cool to see that. Love the Canyon Blue livery. Awesome to see them flying to Miami now as well. I think they've been a really nice airline to complement all the others here. So obviously Fort Lauderdale's is their big presence, but why not Miami? Why not? They've really done well in these international hubs, so it's been awesome to see. Here's an Avianca Airbus A320 with CFMs and fence tips, 411 Alpha Echo. I love the US registered Aviancas. I think it's so cool. You're gonna see a bunch of Avianca. They have a huge presence, obviously not only passenger but also with their cargo operation as well. Okay, so that's in the next sequence. So the next sequence we'll be talking about some miscellaneous pieces. We did a perimeter run at Miami, so we'll talk about that. Talk about how you can go up to the fence and look at the aircraft on the north side of the airport, and also talk about the Aero Squadron. So let's go ahead and dive into that, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, so we have a really great finish here for today's spotting video. Very excited for this, so let's go ahead and get started. There's a LATAM Boeing 787 blasting off on runway, I think it's like 8 right or something like that over there. Really awesome. Again, all the landing come over here, but we have a stunning trifecta coming up. Let's just go ahead and dive into it. Lufthansa Airlines Airbus A340-600 short final runway 9. What a talent show of an aircraft, man. So great to get really awesome shots of this. Really beautiful plane. There it is right there. This picture needs some leveling work, but my goodness, what a beautiful plane from Munich, Germany. Absolutely stunning, beautiful plane. Just have to admire that for a few seconds. Just really process that. Very unique airframe. I mean, Miami just provides, man, on all levels. So I think the landing gears are so cool as well. The bogies are very neat on this aircraft. So just a stunner. It's tough to elaborate considering how cool this aircraft really is. Absolute unit, and really cool to get to see it right here. It is super nice. So, man, just stunning. But the crazy part is we're not even done. That was just the start, man. I mean, just take a look how beautiful this plane is. What a talent show. I can't even elaborate. It is a stunning aircraft. Sorry that I took so many pictures through the fence. I should have got up more often, but it's okay. It happens, especially when you're having just such a great time out there. Man, this is what made me fall in love with the ITA Airways Airbus A330 livery on this 200 example. Man, this might have been my favorite catch from the entire spotting session, just considering how beautiful this livery is. Just take a second and admire that. Echo India, Echo Juliet Golf, in-flight 200, this exact rig. I really want to get it. What a stunning livery. It just hits different in that light, man. It really does. Beautiful aircraft. Just so nice. Comment below what you think of it. What a beautiful airplane. It's tough to even put the words together for how great this aircraft looks. The blue is beautiful. I won't elaborate too much. I'm just like, I have to sit there for a minute and really think about like, oh my, did I actually really catch that? But in the moment, I was like, man, especially watching as I was taking those pictures, that was quite a special moment. That was absolutely awesome. So can't recommend it enough. Beautiful. Get out to Miami. It is awesome. But the crazy part is that's not even the finish either. Once it loads, I will show you what's next on our docket. Aer Lingus Airbus A330-300 in the old livery. Yet another stunner. Just take a look how stunning that is. Beautiful airplane on all levels, man. Echo India, Echo Alpha Victor. Great plane. Love this. I have Irish heritage, so seeing this is super nice. Beautiful livery. Love both of them, but the old one certainly has a really nice distribution of color on it, and there's no exception to this 330. Love the green, love the Irish. It's so good. 3-leaf clover, love that. That's a beautiful plane. Aer Lingus, great job on your livery. Want to fly them sometime. What a great aircraft right there. That's awesome. Even get a tower shot in there for Aer Lingus too. Any 330 is a great 330, but that one is absolutely amazing. Great aircraft right there, and they certainly floated quite a ways down the runway, but we know our Irish wanted to grease that landing. So also the DC-8 back there, which hopefully you saw in the clip. Really nice Red Way MD-80 as well. I'm sorry, not Red Way. I'm forgetting Red Air MD-80. Sorry, I'm thinking of the startup, but nevertheless, looking great. LATAM 767 blasting off. Here's an American 737, and then yeah, the lighting just stays great during the whole time during the winter, which is awesome. Envoy 175, you'll see several of those. Hey, United, first time they're making an appearance finally. Airbus A320 on short final. Love United, glad to see them, and even got the Conquest 131 in there for the Convair. Stunning aircraft, really cool to get to see it. It's just the full deal. The diversity speaks for itself. It's hard to even elaborate with how many great aircraft there are here. There's the Conquest 131 taking off. Got a really cool video of that. What a cool plane. So awesome. Got the skyline with the two due to the shallow rotation. So cool. You can even see the Lutons there at the gate. I mean, that's awesome. Super cool. Landing gear up and they're off. Another 737. I think the Golden Hour looks really cool from the angle, even though it's a little bit different. There's the 330 heading back to Europe. Or sorry, it's South America, Europe. It's one or the other. I'm forgetting the airline off the top of my head where they're from. That is SAS A350. Unfortunately, went 12, which is okay. The lighting's better on 12, anyways, at this point in the day. So I do, in a perfect world, move over, but it's okay. Max 8 on short final. There's so many Maxes. A bunch of Caribbean routes. They have to be fulfilled. The Max is the perfect plane for it. Get that tower shot, yes. This is a really cool shot with a Delta 737-900 ER and a UPS 767 on the north side too. So really cool to get the double right there. Great to see Delta finally back at it. They mainly take the north runway, so glad to see them take the south one right here. There is a little bit of balance to it, but it's a little inconsistent at the same time for the U.S. narrow-body aircraft. So taking a Delta, following it up with a 321. 123 Delta Whiskey. What a unique tail number right there. Go with the unique 321 landing on this side. Just kidding. It's not unheard of, but certainly nice to see it when it does happen. Envoy 175, Juliet November prefix. That's awesome. Bunch of aircraft landing. You just see them all everywhere. This is the evening push here in the winter at Miami. They're everywhere. 960 Alpha November for this 737-800. I love the diversity at Miami. I know I've said that like 15 times in this video, but I mean, how can you beat it? I mean, at this point in the video, hopefully you're seeing what I'm referring to with how great it is. It's just awesome. Great tower shot, by the way. That was awesome. Prime landed 12. That one is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, they split every day. And if you get there multiple days and have a rental car, you can certainly catch them all, which is excellent. You're going to see so many Maxes. Air Canada Airbus A220 finally showing up. Love to see that, whether it's Toronto, Montreal, or somewhere else. The Vancouver would be a cool route. I doubt they have that, but certainly awesome to see this 220 powering in probably from somewhere in the northeastern Canada region. Beautiful aircraft. Yeah, and then the IBC Saab 340 that we saw earlier. Really cool to get to see that in flight right here. Unfortunately, went north, but again, you can't win them all, so really awesome to get to at least capture at the very least so we can reflect on what a memory it was. Sorry, computer takes a second, but this is a good one to be paused on. We even got the beacon on it too, which is really nice. So again, very cool aircraft. Really fortunate to see it right here. What a talent show and a half. There we go. And then another American 737 because we know the drill. I love the reflection right there. It looks really nice. Beautiful airplane. Sorry, computer's getting a little slow here. I put quite a few pictures into this last bulk. And of course, the computer's like, nope, you can't do that. It's like pausing intermediately. It's kind of interesting, but it works because it's pausing on good ones, so I'm all for it. But again, the lighting's really cool. There's a really cool NetJets right there. American 321 Neo in prime time. Stunning effort. Really, really cool. And Envoy, of course. There was something, yeah, a lot landing on 12 right there. Get ready for that. That also had the really cool winglet on it. Flagship Freedom logo. I'm forgetting the purpose, or I think it's veterans. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but nevertheless, looking awesome with that lot right there on 12. I think that was the last one of the day that went 12. Some of them do, but you know, when you get angles like that, I mean, oh man, that is absolutely awesome with this LATAM 767-300 ER coming in on yet another flight. Beautiful. Charlie, X-ray Charlie. Beautiful airplane, man. Nothing more to elaborate on. It just speaks for itself. I let the whole all the pictures speak for himself the whole way out from here. I mean, just, it's stunning. What an airport Miami is, guys. What an airport. Hopefully I'm not going too fast, by the way. I just wanted to not make this too long, but also get the concept down. There's an American 319. This Luton, the takeoff was so cool. Posted a really good video of that on Instagram. There's a cool double shot. I really like that. 826 Alpha Whiskey. But yeah, this was a really cool one, too. Something like that. I don't even know. Mexico Airlines 737-400. I think it's a freighter conversion. X-ray Alpha Echo. Sierra Tango. Really cool airplane. Very cool to get to see that. That was very neat. Was really surprised. A really cool aircraft right there. Got a spot at Miami if you haven't already. Get nose on. That's prime time, man. It doesn't get any better than that. And then the reflection and then the zoom. It's beautiful. Just looks absolutely amazing. And there she goes into the sunset, of course. Back to Europe. Here's the LATAM Cargo 767 freighter. Stunning. No elaboration needed. And the sun is going down at this point. There's a pretty cool train shot for different. There's CSX right there. Very cool to see that. Blocked Reno Air. Reno Air landed right in front of us, so blocked Reno Air. So that was unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us. 9004 Foxtrot, American A319. I've flown from Tulsa to Dallas. Great reunion right there. That was awesome to recognize in the moment. There's another Gull Max that I was referring to. Great to see that. United Max landing on 12. That was really nice. American 321 Neo on the north side. And then the grand finale, this was coming in. I didn't even see it on the radar. I was like, what is that 4-engine 747 down there? Morocco Government 747 sneaking in with the last bit of light here was just a talent show and a half. So cool to catch that. Yes, these shots aren't the prettiest in the world, of course, but the editing can certainly bring this out. So really awesome to see this. A really cool aircraft. Charlie November, Romeo Golf Alpha. Awesome catch. Really enjoyed every moment of this. This was so nice, and a really awesome catch right there. So good. That was awesome. Really enjoyed every moment of that. Really cool. I don't even know how to process that. Yes, a little bit of grain, of course, but getting the concept and how bright I was able to get the pictures to come out in priority was great. Beautiful airplane. So cool to get to see it. Actually, if it'll let me, I'll actually just go back and show it one more time in its full glory, because it's truly an amazing aircraft. Again, they just snuck in. I didn't hear anything about it. Of course, I wasn't a local, so that was to be expected, but getting to see this was so cool. Just take a look at that, man. It speaks for itself. No more elaboration needed. I'm telling you, you got to spot at Miami if you haven't already, if you want to. It is a talent show, to say the very least. And then last but certainly not least, we have this Global X Airbus A321. This was really cool to catch. Really wanted Global X in some capacity, even though it was a little bit dark, still got some really cool shots of it. And that concluded the spotting day at Miami International Airport. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. A really awesome spotting in Miami. I'm so excited to go back. It's a great airport. So many cool aircraft and so much fun to be had. It was so much fun. Can't recommend it enough to each and every one of you. Airliners International to Miami. We'll have thunderstorms, but it would be great to spot all these aircraft. So much fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope each and every one of you did as well, and it was so much fun to make this video. And looking forward to next Miami spotting session in the next videos ahead for the Miami, Atlanta, Dallas trip. So definitely stay on the lookout for those. They'll all be in the playlist, link in the description, and feel free to check out some of my other plane spotting content if you're interested. I've made several really great spotting videos, and I've really enjoyed making them. So feel free to check them out if you'd like to. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.